So I don't actually own any Raiders gear. This black and white I was hoping was close enough. Let's get into it. The Las Vegas Raiders, led by John Gruden and Derek Carr, are all of a sudden looking very good. Last year they started strong as well, going 6-3 before finishing 8-8. But this year, it just feels different. They found a way to win against the Ravens on Monday Night Football in a truly wild 33-27 overtime victory. And then this week, they went into Heinz Field and won a hard-fought game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 26-17. Derek Carr, for his part, in the first two games, has thrown for 817 yards and 4 touchdowns, along with 1 interception. I just feel like he's a better player than people generally give him credit for. I know he only has a 49-63 record as a starter after the 2014 season. But before that, the Raiders were absolutely dreadful. After they lost the Super Bowl to the Buccaneers, they were just languishing, and not even mediocrity, just languishing in horrible football, and were actually very embarrassing and probably what led to more than anything the move from Oakland, because how are you going to root for a team that's just consistently terrible like that? But in comes Derek Carr, and like I said, he's been a consistently very good quarterback who, he led the Raiders to the playoffs in 2016. He's had some winning seasons. He's had some mediocre seasons, and then, of course, he's had some losing seasons. But I think that the Raiders have really built a solid team around him. That defense gets a lot of pressure. Darren Waller, what can you say about him other than he's absolutely dominant at times? They will get Josh Jacobs back at some point. He's a very solid running back. I just think the team is looking good, and they proved it by beating 2 of the NFC North teams who I think many people are penciling in as playoff teams. I know I certainly am. So this probably means that the Raiders are at least a competitive team, if not a playoff team. Of course, being in the AFC West, it's going to be a little tough. It seems the gamble on John Gruden is about to really break one way or another, right? He's either the coach we all thought he could be when the Raiders brought him back, or the Raiders wasted $100 million. And this season, I think, will be the season that really shows us the answer to that question. I just want to add that the Raiders, before they play the Chiefs in Week 10, have the Dolphins, Chargers, Broncos, Eagles, and Giants. All of these are very winnable games, with the exception maybe of the divisional games, because the Broncos look good, Chargers look decent, and, divisional games are always tough, right? You play those teams twice a year. Oftentimes, if they are competitive, it's anybody's game to win or lose. But I think the Raiders have a legit shot to be at least like 6-2 heading into that matchup with Kansas City. And obviously last year they split the season series with the Chiefs and almost won both games. So, look out for the Raiders. They're right now on the edge of making the playoffs. And to answer the question that this title poses, are the Raiders legit? I personally do think the Raiders are legit, and we're going to see the Raiders potentially win this division. I don't know. Am I drinking the Kool-Aid too hard on a Monday morning? Just, thinking that these 2 wins are bigger than they are. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comment section down below. But hey, I think they're certainly a playoff team, if not going to challenge the Kansas City Chiefs for the division. That's my hot take after 2 weeks. We all have hot takes that inevitably blow up in our face as the season goes on. Hopefully this is not one of those. So let me know how you think the Raiders are going to finish. Do you think they'll collapse down the stretch as they did last season? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for checking out this clip. If you liked it, maybe subscribe. We got tons of NFL videos coming to you all the time, as well as coverage for the NBA and NHL. So if you like sports, maybe you like this channel. Help us get to 100 subscribers so we can get that custom URL. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one.